like a block and a half away from the stadium, man. We're gonna tailgate, and then we all going to the game. Shit, I might not even go in the game. I might sell my ticket. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna play and show it on TV. Exactly, bro.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the two quarterbacks who finished 1-2 in passing yards
man,
he
bought
Carson Wentz, and number 2, Dak
70 pounds of fish,
thank
man.
you very much. It's the National Football
Man.
League presented by EA Sports.
Last year, Carolina and
was the
Clemson played. The year before, Carolina and Clemson played there, man. Man, we had a ball, man. We had so much food, man. People just walking by. We tell them to get in line, just get whatever, man. Take this because he didn't want to throw it away, bro. That food for days. Yeah.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Yeah.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. play fake here on first down. Flushed, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. And well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Being chased out left. Completes it to Blunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Into the red zone. Wentz. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass.
This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Nah, nah, I ain't heard nothing like that.
The play clock's running down. Second down, Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Play clock winding down. The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go to Elliott again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. First down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. To Blunt here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They fake the give. Now Wentz eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Wentz now on first down. Going underneath to Blunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Play action. Now Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Wentz going to throw. Now he steps away. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second down, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Now Blunt. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action now. Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it... A new set of downs.
What's up, Eric? I'm playing school, man. Okay, I see that, AJ. He was beating the wheels off of me, man. Zeke just got hurt. Nah, I'm getting beat 28-0.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
28-0.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
What you mean?
And watching him throw it around with that
What you mean? He winning 28-0, bro. Zeke just got hurt. I'm down to one running back. Back spasm, so he'll be back.
Here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all.
I can't go to my practice. I ain't got no running back on the practice squad. Alfred Morris hurt. He out for 1 or 2 more weeks. That's the only one I got left.
The Cowboys on
I had to
3rd
cut me
down.
fast.
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And again it's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Wentz now on 1st down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Go to the bathroom, boy.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Go. Look down and cut the bathroom light on for him.
Half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Final play of the half. Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Maybe started the game before he got on.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
That's my cousin. That's my little cousin.
And the offense behind
he
the
don't play. He already gonna play it all.
10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin.
What is it, AJ? Did you finish in the bathroom?
They'll run it here with Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Cowboys. Des Bryant. 77 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
81. There we go. Back. 180.
Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game.
And trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie out of Michigan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A give to Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run again with Blount. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
20, 40, 82, 40, Lion, Sunday.
Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the play clock's running down. With Smith. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, the hell you invite me on this phone? What up? What up?
They go back to the ground with Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now,
Duke and Trap still got to play.
The passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because
Yeah.
the run game
They already got a time.
isn't working. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game for the
guy
last
is
4
me.
plays.
Yeah,
Hey,
he took the words right out of my
Hey,
mouth
Rob,
so far.
I need you to go do
Plays in this drive,
history on that
all 4 the
receiver
ground.
on Duke team, man.
What receiver?
Bruce, whatever his name is. It said the Saints waived him. I'm gonna let you know. Hold on. But he still got him on the team. Don't say nothing until goddamn after you play that shit, dude.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either.
No,
when you're down as much
this ain't recent. This ain't recent right here. This is season been gone. It's
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Travan, Doro, some shit like that.
The 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense
Traven,
now gets set to
Doro.
head back onto the field.
Rookie. Travin. Doro. Yeah. Well, I read some shit that said he was Wade. I don't even pull it back up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Recent transactions.
Again, here's Blow. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the
See,
play.
it just say September the 2nd. It just say September the 2nd. Trevor Duro cut by the Saints. Duro was released by the Saints Saturday. Only thing you gotta do is go to Trevor Duro, recent transactions.
A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Drops it on to Ajayi. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yeah, it said Trevor Duro been released for the Saints. Ever since got there September the 2nd. He got released at 6:09 p.m. 2017.
It's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it.
You typed in Trevor Duro recent transactions.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Donnie
I don't see how you see it. I ain't seeing
Always
this
a good
shit.
sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for and taken right
what
near
you go
the
to
30-yard line.
when you type
So
in you go to CBS Sports. After you type in Trevor Dort recent trash session, you go to CBS Sports.
Last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the
Click
sideline
on that right
after a
there
chip
and
shot
it'll
field goal,
tell you
maybe the
everything.
offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Set some of the second. Saturday. Set some of the second.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches
At
together.
6:09 p.m.
On the carry, here's Smith. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Go to the active roster.
Up 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
Go to it.
After a run like that,
Saints
I
at the
that the head coach
roster.
is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach,
Well, I'm looking at the Saints after at the roster. No, he's not even on the Saints roster. Period.
Practice squad.
You need a practice squad.
A positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen.
Saints practice squad.
We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Play clock winding down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. Elliott. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on
Yeah, to the active roster.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Yeah. There's 5 minutes left in the game. 35-10.
It's a pickup of 21, and it'll be first down, Cowboys. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Elliott running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Interesting quirk in the schedule coming up for the Cowboys. Typically, you get 10 days off after these Thanksgiving games, but this year they play next Thursday. They get their 3rd straight home game, this time hosting the Redskins.
You never know how the schedule's going to fall. You're right, it has been tradition. Thanksgiving game, 10 days off, but not in this case. A nice little stretch for Dallas.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin here with Blunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now he'll escape to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a carry for Blunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and just one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. But they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.